Hello to fellow fans of Brad 1986, widely regarded as a classic in the sitcom genre. Today, let's gather around the campfire, metaphorically speaking, and take a nostalgic journey through this beloved series. We'll reminisce about the original cast, their names, ages during the show's run, and where they are now in 2023. First up, Gus Wedling portrayed a character in 1988 at the age of 35. Fast forward to 2023, and he's a healthy 70-year-old. His character's reluctance to visit the doctor was a humorous highlight, showcasing that age-old struggle with acknowledgement of aging.
Oswald, I went to the doctors, didn't I? I didn't even tell you, I just did it.
It's difficult to come to terms with, that's all. But it's different for a man.
In the chamber. It was a moment of pure theatre.
Now, there is possibly an image of the creative arts or people in the creative industry to be.
We remember Jin Bull, portrayed by an actress who was 54 in 1986. She passed away on September 12, 2023, at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable moments.
Yeah, and we've all had them thrown back at us. I've still got the mark.
Dear God, it's an opal.
It's okay, man, it's okay.
That's what I always thought. It would be weird for you to be directed by your daughter.
I didn't even think of you as my daughter at the time.
No, it was the director, wasn't it?
It is different.
Melanie Hill graced the screen as Bosel in 1989, when she was just 27 years old. Today, she's reached the milestone of 61. Her character's exasperation with Oswald's excuses for delaying pregnancy was a relatable story arc for many.
You don't want me to get pregnant? Ever?
Of course.
Julie Hesmanhouse, who played Hayley.
Yeah.
So, that's a big responsibility, isn't it?
Massive, and also it's a very iconic relationship in soap world, isn't it, that Roy and Hayley was...
Island Pook was brought to life by an actress who joined the sitcom at 40 years old in 1987. Her passing on December 19, 2020, at the age of 73, marked the loss of a character who cherished the simple comforts like a proper bed.
At least you could coop there, and there was a proper bed. Do you hear me, Freddie Boswell? A proper bed.
I hear you.
Next weekend to Boston for 5 weeks, after which I go down to Philadelphia.
Victor McGuire, known as Jack Boswell on the show, began his role at the tender age of 22 in 1986. He's now living life at 59, reflecting on the unique era of the 80s through his character's eyes.
Oh, doesn't he? Better to be called suddenly loved than to sit there with him waggling his finger at you, though, isn't it?
It also comes aimed at that particular age group.
Exactly.
And I think people in the 80s who were my age then said, oh, it's not like the 60s.
Simon R.S., interpreted by an actor who was 35 during his 1986 stint on the show, is now 72 years old. His character's comedic timing and struggles with rehearsal left an indelible mark on the audience.
Just in time, won't we use them?
Yeah, just in time.
I was admired in the lock.
My boss, Mr. Happer.
We've only been rehearsing for 5 weeks.
Yes, this is Simon?
Yeah, that's right.
Simon Rouse.
Well, we'll have it eventually.
And my character is your...
Brian Murray, who played Shifty Boswell in 1988 at 39, is currently 74. His portrayal of a character trying to balance the straight and narrow path with his past was both touching and humorous.
The less you spend nicking things, I'm done for. Bits of me have died. Me heart is pounding in my chest.
No, they phoned up and said, Anna's on. Would you fancy coming on and say hello? I said, God, I'd love to.
So
Yeah, no. Lovely. But I don't want her, ladies and gentlemen.
The beloved granddad, played by Kenneth Waller, was 59 during the show's run in 1986. His death on January 28, 2000, at 72, was felt deeply by fans who cherished his character's wisdom.
Grandad! Grandad!
Hey, I bought a ring. It's great, isn't it?
Celia Higgins, as Rita Tushingham, joined the cast in 1988 at 46 years old. Now at 81, she continues to inspire with her character's unwavering support for her partner.
Who did it?
It's my fault. I don't love him.
And that's how it sort of, he comes back one day and I say, I know you've bought the horse, I know you've done this, I know you've done that. And she really stands by her man.
Peter Howard took on the role of Joey Boswell in 1986 at 29 years old. He's now 66, having given life to a character faced with the dilemma of not having a suit for an employee.
He can't.
Why?
He hasn't got a suit to wear.
So, what does he do?
Ronald Forer brought Freddie Boswell to life in 1986 at the age of 47. Sadly, he passed away on September 28, 2020, at 81. His character left a lasting impression with...
You, Dad? I'm a environmental hygiene operative with the Corpy. I've got a nice flat, a high-rise, on a clear day and see British Airways.
Nick Conway portrayed Billy Boswell in 1986 when he was just 24. He's 60 today, and his character's longing for family ties resonated with
He's still with his girlfriend.
He didn't say. Wish he'd come home.
What do you want him to come home for? You've got your mother.
It's a daft thing to say, isn't it? Supposed to have a mother and a father.
Deora Grant, as Leonora Campbell, joined the cast in 1990 at 43 years old and is now 76. Her character's professional dilemmas and...
Company meeting's been postponed, so I won't be with you till tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening?
I'll try to get home, but if I do, I'll only have to come back again.
Can't be helped, I suppose.
So, who was your favorite character in Brad 1986, and how do you feel about the actor's journey since then? Thank you for watching, and I look forward to our next nostalgic adventure.